What's going on, my PT peeps and my Game of Thrones fans? One eyebrow back to talk about Game of Thrones. Obviously, spoiler warning, if you're worried about spoilers, just stop watching. We're going to talk about the Season 8 trailer, Game of Thrones Season 1 through Season 8 a little bit. So obviously, spoiler warning for the entire series of Game of Thrones. I'm excited about it. Hopefully you are as well. I'm excited to talk about the Game of Thrones series coming to an end. It's going to suck that it's ending, but I hope it's epic in the 6 episodes that we get. Now, the trailer, it starts with Arya Stark, and she's hiding. She's running. She's breathing heavy. Don't know if she took some damage or she's wounded, because you'll see blood above her right eye and on her face. She has a piece of dragon glass, I believe, in her left hand, and so I'm guessing she's at Winterfell, and the White Walkers came, and she was battling them just like everybody else. Then we see Davos getting ready for the war at Winterfell, because you know Winterfell is going to be the first stop of the big battle with the White Walkers. And I'm sure there's going to be several big battles this season, and probably one will be at Winterfell. I believe that Winterfell will fall. Arya Stark and really everybody there will be forced to leave and go to King's Landing or somewhere else at some point, but you can see the blood above her eye, and just the way it is there, I don't believe it's her own blood. I think it's from a battle or from someone else. So hopefully Arya Stark lives on. And then we see the crypts at Winterfell. You see Varys with Gilly and probably young Sam, and I'm not sure who else is there, but they're probably hiding because they're not fighters. They're trying to stay safe. You see the dragonglass in Arya's hand there. She's ready to fight the White Walkers, and I'm hoping for epic battles. I know we're going to get some major deaths, but who do you think lives? Then you see the Greyjoy ships. I believe it's Euron Greyjoy bringing back the army that Cersei told him to go get, and that they probably paid for, and there's going to be an epic battle at King's Landing as well. It could be the final battle, it could be one of many battles, and there's probably going to be big action sequences in all 6 episodes, and you can see a great shot of the army right there. Then you see Tormund, Beric Dondarrion, and I can't make out who the other person is. Is it Bronn? Is it another person from the Night's Watch? I'm not sure who it is, but it's good to see those fellas are alive. And then we see Sam and Brandon Stark sitting talking. I wonder if they're talking about Jon Snow and Daenerys and the lineage. I wonder if they're going to tell Jon Snow about it, or it's something we know and the characters never find out. I can't wait to find out. Then we see King's Landing. We're going to see King's Landing. Obviously, that's where Cersei, the mountain, and some big things will hopefully happen. We want to see some big things happen. And if the mountain is here protecting Cersei, obviously, I'm hoping that's where the Clegane Bowl is, with the mountain versus the Hound. And I'm guessing Cersei is looking on into the water, and she sees the Greyjoy ships bringing her army to her. And then we see an army, most likely the Unsullied, marching towards Winterfell. And I'm guessing there's going to be a lot of Winterfell in the first episode for sure. Maybe the first 2, maybe half the season, I'm not sure. But Winterfell is going to be a point of emphasis and probably the first big, giant, epic battle with the White Walkers. Jon Snow and Daenerys go towards Winterfell. The dragons are coming towards Winterfell. And hopefully Jon Snow and Daenerys or somebody let Winterfell know that they're coming towards them, right? Because that would be kind of terrible if the dragons were flying overhead and the Winterfell people were firing at them and tried to attack the dragons and the dragons attacked Winterfell. But I know that's not going to happen. Well, at least I hope it doesn't. But it's pretty cool to see the dragons, and that's something I'm very excited for. I want to see what happens. I just feel like all the dragons are going to kill each other. The ice dragon kills the regular dragons, and it's just going to be them killing each other, which is going to suck. Then we see Daenerys and Jon in the crypts of Winterfell, most likely. I'm not sure who Jon is looking at. Well, the tomb he's looking at. Is it Catelyn Stark? Ned Stark? Lyanna Stark? It's pretty interesting when it comes full circle, where you saw Robert Baratheon and Ned Stark in the crypts, and now you see Jon Snow and Daenerys out there in the final season. It could be he's looking at Ned. I'm not sure how it's going to happen, but it's going to be a nice moment, I would assume, and I want to know if Jon and Daenerys find out their lineage and that they're related, and they're like, oh, gross. Then we see Gendry and the blacksmith just making weapons, and maybe he's making Valyrian steel swords or something to fight the White Walkers. But I'm glad Gendry is back, because he's a point of emphasis early on in the series, and I wonder if he ends up with Arya Stark, because they kind of highlighted that in previous seasons. You know, you can be my family. So that'd be great if a Baratheon and a Stark end up together, and it's Gendry and Arya. And we see Jorah with the Dothraki, I believe. And I just feel like Jorah's going to die in a battle in an epic way, hopefully saving Daenerys. But we're going to lose characters for sure. I could see Jorah getting taken out, Grey Worm getting taken out in battles, and we're going to lose people for sure. The writers and producers and everybody connected with the show is saying we're going to lose people this season. There's going to be major character deaths. Could it be these 2 characters and Jorah and this and that? I just hope certain characters live, at least to the end of the series or the last episode. Is this Jaime? Is it Bronn? Is it Jorah? Who's actually fighting here? It kind of looks like Jaime Lannister. Could be Jorah, but there's some battle going on, and I'm guessing the dragons lit it all up and had the fire burning. And Jaime Lannister has come a long way. A lot of people hated him at the beginning, and then he has a redemption arc, and now he's fighting for the living and for the same people that actually decimated his Lannister army. Pretty interesting. Here's a great shot of King's Landing and the Iron Throne. I believe Cersei is on there, and it's hard to make out who is exactly there, but it could be Euron Greyjoy coming back with her army. And if you look at this picture right here, she's drinking something in her glass. If that's wine, that's not good if you're pregnant. Is she pregnant? Is she not? And will she die? Will the future prophecy that we saw in a previous season come true? And if so, who do you think takes out Cersei? Tyrion or Jaime or Arya? I personally hope it's Arya. And here's a great shot of the dragons. I just hope that the White Walkers and the Night King, whoever, don't kill any more dragons. Because it was pretty badass when they turned Viserion, I believe, into the ice dragon, which was pretty awesome, but it was tough to see. You know, you kind of felt bad for, the CGI dragon, but I have to say the dragons have looked awesome every season that they were, created. They were small and then bigger, and now they're gigantic, and they're probably going to be gone. But as the dragons fly over Winterfell, I believe Arya Stark's like, damn, we got some dragons. Like, if you don't see a dragon ever before, you'd be like, whoa, look at that. That's crazy. At least I know I would. Then we see Grey Worm getting ready for battle. And I just feel like he's going to get taken out in the battle. He's going to probably have a chance to kill the Night King or something and then get taken out. And we see Jon most likely back at Winterfell. And it should be a cool way to remember season 1 to season 8. And I believe it's going to be wrapped up and a nice story. Then we see the Hound with the fire around him. Is this at King's Landing? Is there going to be an epic battle by the Iron Throne with the Hound versus the Mountain? I hope so, at least, right? And then I believe Jaime Lannister is at Winterfell as well. He's probably like, look, I'm on your side now. We were fighting against each other, but I pledged my sword to fight for the living, and that's why I'm here. My sister's going crazy. She kicked me out. I'm out of there. Forget that. And I can't wait. Hurry up, April 14th. Clearly there's some battles going around. Jon Snow around with the fire, and I'm guessing it's the dragon fire that is just burning up White Walkers or something, right? Because that's got to be a great way to take out some White Walkers. But I want to see what's going on here. Is this at Winterfell? And I can't tell by the armor who that actually is. And I believe that every episode is going to be over an hour long, and there's supposedly one episode that's nothing but a battle. Oh baby. Then we see the dragons looking on. They were munching on some goats or some lambs or some sheep or some cows or some something. They got to eat, right? But I'm hoping this is the point where we get to see Jon Snow riding Rhaegal and Daenerys riding Drogon. Should be awesome. And I can't make out where they are exactly here. Where do you think they are? But again, I can't wait to find out. And I wonder what's going to happen with Sansa. The word is that she gets armor. Does she fight in battle? I wouldn't think so, right? I mean, leave it to the warriors and the fighters, like her sister, Arya, who's pretty much a badass. I hope she survives to the very end of the series. Maybe she becomes the queen of King's Landing. I doubt that, right? I don't really care who becomes the king or queen of King's Landing. I believe this is where she probably gets that red splatter on her face. She's killing something there or cutting into something. I can't wait to find out. And here Daenerys is like, I can't believe I just got with Jon Snow. I'm related to him. This is gross. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know what's going on here and if she's at Winterfell or somewhere else. But again, I can't wait to find out. Tyrion, oh Tyrion, what's going to happen with Tyrion? He just looks sad here. Did he make a deal with Cersei? What was that deal? Is he worried about that? Is he worried about everybody? Is he a Targaryen? I hope so. That would be pretty cool. And we see Drogon about to light it up. Dracarys. Pretty cool stuff. I'm excited. You're excited. Epic battles are coming. We got the Unsullied, the Dothraki, the White Walkers. Oh man, it's going to be here before you know it. April 14th. Hurry up. Brienne of Tarth and Podrick ready to rumble. And I can't make it out just right. Are these the Knights of the Vale? I'm guessing Brienne's with the Knights of the Vale. Jorah's with the Dothraki, and Grey Worm is with the Unsullied, of course. So we're going to see all these different groups coming together to fight the White Walkers. I'm not sure where this is. It looks to be in the middle of nowhere, but it also looks like Winterfell to me. So again, let me know your thoughts. Post your comments below. Just don't be a rude, arrogant person about it. And this has to be the White Walker horse with the White Walkers for sure, and they're marching towards Winterfell. Or they're probably just walking. But this could be the end of the first episode, and we have to wait for the epic battle in episode 2. I hope not, but it could be that way. But I'm guessing the White Walkers are going towards Winterfell first, because that would be the first stop based on location from Castle Black and the Wall. It makes sense, right? So we're going to see some awesome stuff. I'm excited. You're excited. Let me know your thoughts. Post your comments below. What are you excited for? Still no Ghost. Where is Ghost? Are we going to see him? I believe the word is that we will. I know my wife loves Ghost, and we have to see what's going to happen with Ghost and really all the animals and the characters. But do you think the Valyrian steel, along with Dragonglass, Dragonfire, and really everything, will be used to defeat the White Walkers? And who do you think will rule King's Landing and the Seven Kingdoms and everything? Do you even care? I don't really care who wins. I just want to see an awesome story that makes sense. I think Bran is the Night King. I wonder if it's all going to come full circle. We'll see the lineage of past history of the White Walkers and the Children of the Forest and everything coming together, and Bran the Builder in this final season. I think we'll have some callbacks and connections to the first season and every season before it, hopefully. But I'm excited. You're excited. Let me know your thoughts. Post your comments below. And hurry up, April 14th, Game of Thrones, the final season.